Die Hard with a Vengeance, released May 19th, 1995. I do remember seeing this movie in the theater. I love this movie.
Great movie.
I'm thinking about going and buying it because as of right now, as of we're recording this video, it's not available really, I think, on a streaming service other than Stars, and I don't have Stars, so I might have to go purchase it. But first and foremost, Lan, can you spell vengeance?
VENGENCE.
Oh, you missed the A.
There is an A. Oh man,
There is an A.
I was questioning that while I was spelling it. I was like, is there an A?
All right. Well, yeah, it's VENGEANCE. Now, the script for the movie was written by Jonathan Hensley, and it was originally called what? Your first hint is that it's a game that they're technically playing throughout the movie.
Oh, Simon Says.
Yeah!
Yeah.
And actually, the second hint was, what is Jeremy Irons' character's name in the movie? And it's Simon. Simon Says, and Brandon Lee was attached to be the main role of the original script, and the part of Zeus, which was played by Samuel L. Jackson, that was going to be played by a female.
Oh.
But again, it's one of these scripts that passed through multiple companies. At one point, the script was bought by Warner Brothers, who rewrote it so it would be the basis for what 80s and 90s action movie series? Do you want your hint?
Yes.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Oh, Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. Lethal Weapon is right. WB ended up passing on it, which allowed Fox to purchase it. Next
Then it
question.
became Die Hard. Nice.
Who was originally supposed to play Zeus? Do you want your hint?
You're gonna have to give me a hint on that one.
What if I told you this actor's daughter was in porn?
It was Larry Fishburne?
Yeah! Oh, crap. I screwed up the bell. Lawrence Fishburne, baby. He was negotiating more money to play the role when one of the producers attended the Pulp Fiction premiere at Cannes, however the hell you say it. He decided that Jackson would be perfect for the role of Zeus. Interestingly enough, Fishburne had also turned down the role of Jules Winfield in Pulp Fiction.
Oh, that's crazy.
So that's all kind of intertwined right there. Now, the movie has a totally different alternate ending, like completely different. And so we're going to be covering that in a future video because part of that has to do with more riddles. And one of the things that we're going to do in this future video that's going to be coming out, I think it's either later this week or early next week, whenever it is, the focus is going to be that water riddle, the water jug riddle, where you have a 5-gallon jug and a 4-gallon jug. Or I'm sorry, a 5-gallon jug and a 3-gallon jug, and you have to end up with exactly 4 gallons. So that video is going to be dedicated to that, and we'll get more into the actual alternate ending over there. But back to Die Hard with a Vengeance. Director John McTiernan originally wanted someone else for the role of Simon. Who was it? Your hint, sir. Welcome to the Rock.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Sean Connery would have been really good.
And he passed because apparently he didn't want to play a villain.
Why not?
I don't know, but we got to do a whole episode on The Rock because you know that there's a fan theory that
it's James Bond.
It's James Bond, yeah. Yeah. All right, final factoid here about Die Hard with a Vengeance, at least for this video until we get to the next one with the riddles. Both the writer and the director of the movie ended up in hot water with authorities. There's no question attached to this one. I'm just going to tell you what happened here. So writer Jonathan Hensley did such a good job researching the bank heist. He was detained and questioned by the FBI.
Wow.
And interestingly enough, the majority of the information that he used for the script came from a New York Times article that had been released years earlier. So it's not like he even found classified documents or anything. It was in a New York Times article where he was able to find that information. And again, this movie is so good. If you haven't seen it, I can't recommend Die Hard with a Vengeance enough. And then the other one, director John McTiernan, he had a really impressive resume. He had the original Die Hard, Predator, The Hunt for Red October, and the Thomas Crown Affair. All of them were things that he had done. He ended up in a legal battle with his ex-wife over claims that he hired crooked Hollywood private investigator Anthony Pellicano to wiretap her phones. McTiernan ended up serving almost a year in prison for this.
Really?
Yeah, so be careful who you're
God.
hiring to stalk your ex-wife. But like I said, we're going to be getting to the riddles next because there's the water jug riddle and then this alternate ending for Die Hard with a Vengeance. It's filled with more riddles. And so we're going to cover that, and then we're going to also get more in-depth on the actual alternate ending here in the next video that we're going to get to. So make sure you guys are clicking like down below, the little thumbs up, click subscribe, click the bell so you know when we go live and a new video pops up. And yeah, that's it. I just brain farted. So this video ends on a brain fart. See ya.